Hi everybody, how are you doing? Well, in this playlist, we'll be going over the software called Salome or Salome-Meca. I don't know which way you want to call it, but we'll be dealing with Salome because this is open source software. That's the first thing which I really liked about it, and second thing is that the it's got Measure in it. So I come from a CFD background, and obviously the end product which we'll be working on is the scripting in CFD. So we'll be going forward with the Salome. Well, now in Salome, when you I think you already installed it, and in case if you haven't, then there are some good videos out there on YouTube, so you can understand how to install it and how to get it up and running. But as far as this video is concerned, we'll straight away go to the geometry module first. So from here we have to go into the geometry module. Okay, now we are into the geometry module. So here you will be able to create your own geometries. You may be able to, if you wish, you can even repair your geometries imported from other sources. For example, if you wanted to import geometry, you'll have to go here, import, then you have all these extensions, step, IGES, STL, these kind of extensions. But now what we're gonna do is okay, let's give you a quick review about the panels which we have over here. So all the things which you can do from the drop down menus, you can access those ones from these panels as well. For example, if you wanted to pick this panel up, yeah, and you can move about. So these are the panels which you've got. So every panel does something. For example, you have your creation, right? Geometry creation. So you have your points, line, circle, in case if you want to draw an ellipse, arc, and that kind of stuff. That's there in this panel, which is called basic, right? And we'll go over the panels one by one as we would need them. But one thing that I wanted to tell you for the screen bit is that from here you can take your screenshots, and this is very important, the interaction style. So in case if you click this on, then you'll be able to have full control over the geometry, whichever geometry which you've created or imported. And the other ones, this is for the panning and this is for the views. So you have 6 different views. This for rotation. So we'll use them as we need them, right? So let's begin by just making a let's say box. Okay, so these are the inbuilt geometries which you have been given, right? So this is a box construction. So now from your middle mouse button you can increase the size, right? Or increase or decrease the size. For example, if you just wanted to increase or decrease in one simple direction, or like in X direction, Y direction, Z direction, all you need to do is just click there, and you don't even have to punch any numbers. In case if you wish to have specific number there, then that's fine. But in case if you just wanted to increase X length, then all you have to do is you have your middle mouse button, you just have to roll it, and that's the way it's going to increase. Same for the Y direction, same for the Z direction, right? Okay, so let's apply and click. Okay, right. So now you have your box. Now this is a solid body. How do I know it? Well, if you see this panel over here, you have edge here, and then you have wire. Wire has got points as well along with the edge, and then you have face. And when you combine few faces, you can make a shell out of it. And when you have a closed shell, you have solid. And when you're combining two solid, one solid and a shell and stuff like that, that's compound, right? So that's the hierarchy which you need to really understand, because if you understand this bit, then whatever is happening in your tree, you'll be able to get it very nicely, right? So I repeat myself, this is the edge here, and then you have wire, and from the wire you can create your face, and from face, when you combine few faces together, you can have your any kind of shell, and then you can have solid and then compound, right? Okay, now the command which I want to go over at this point is called explode. Now, what does it mean to explode? Well, you can have your face, you can have your shell, you can have your solid compound, right? So you have to, in case if you wanted to see these things, for example, if you wanted to see the number of faces which are used to create this solid, then you'll have to explode. If you wanted to see what are the edges which are there in your this solid, even then you'll have to explode. If you wanted to see the points, even then you'll have to explode. So you don't have to necessarily explode just the solids. You can explode anything in order to get the sub features out of that object. For example, let's explode this one, right? So you click on new entry and explode, and now main object is your box. This is the box. And now what do you want to explode it into? We will explode it into face. Okay, so we'll have subfaces. So you say apply and close, and you've got these faces. Now in case if you can see these eyes here, so you can unmark them, and that face or that subtype won't be visible anymore. So you have number 5 face and number 6 face visible on your screen. So that's there is to explode, right? Now in case if you think, okay, we have number 5, right? Now I would want this face to be exploded even further. So what would I need to do? I'll have to go again to the explode. Now main object is phase 5. What do I want to explode it into? We would want to explode it into edges, right? So how many edges do you think they're gonna be in phase 4? Let's apply, and then you have edge 1, edge 2, edge 3, edge 4, right? So these are your exploded features. So that's basically what explosion does. So you can extract features out of the explosion. Now that you know what explosion is, practically we'll put that to use maybe a few videos down the line, but we'll go over the other bits and pieces in the next month. Thank you so much for your time, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.